Hello, what's up and what's happening? Welcome to the Bengals franchise. And today we're going to do something a little bit different, man. I want to see Eli get like a legitimate chance to start. So we're going to boost his rating. I was thinking about lowering Kurt Warner's rating, but I was like, hey, Eli turned out to be a pretty decent quarterback in his own right. So we're going to bump up his awareness and then bump up some of his throwing attributes to help him become 87 overall because Kurt Warner is 86 overall. We're going to put him on top of the depth chart, and then it's up to him to figure it out. If he loses his job, he loses his job. We're going to do the same thing with Big Ben Roethlisberger, who we get to play twice a season with the Cincinnati Bengals. So we're going to boost him up, just his awareness, because Tommy Maddox is only 84 overall. Now Big Ben is 85 overall. We're going to put him up there. And then Felipe, we're going to just make him better just for the sake of making him better. And we're going to do the same thing with Drew Brees as well. So these guys will be even. So I'm not going to mess with the depth chart with these guys, but I will do something else as we bump up Felipe to 85 overall. We're going to do the same thing with Drew Brees, make him 85 overall as well, so that these guys are even. What I'm also going to do is on this roster, we are going to release Drew Brees, and then I have to do this inside a franchise. So now we started our franchise. I'm going to sign him, so now he's going to be a Bengal, and we're going to give him a 1-year deal. If I did it before the franchise, he will automatically get a 3-year deal, and that defeats the purpose. So I want him to be a free agent after this season. Not so I can sign him, because we got Carson Palmer, and we're going to make sure Carson Palmer becomes that guy. But we are going to hope that Drew Brees lands somewhere. We can see him through a career. Maybe not with the Saints. Maybe he gets picked up by Miami. Who knows? So Hutchinson, I had to put them on the Chargers roster just to make everything worse. So we take him. We swap 7th-round picks, and boom, there you go. TJ Houshmandzadeh is on the bottom of the depth chart when it comes to receivers, but he will be my 4th receiver moving forward. Maybe at some point he will move to that 3rd spot, but it's going to be Peter Warrick and Chad Johnson as of right now. O-line is looking very good. Right guard needs some work. D-line is looking decent. We got Justin Smith. He's 89 overall. Then we got 3 80-plus overall D tackles. I think Williams might be one of those starters moving forward. Webster, he's a young linebacker. He came into the league at 20 years of age. So he's only 24 years, already been in the league for 4 years. Weathersby, he is going to be on IR with the severe concussion. I guess that happened last season. I mean, I hope he doesn't turn into what, Sidney Crosby? Remember that when he was out for like a whole year and a half with a concussion? That's some scary stuff if you ask me. So let's head to training camp. Chad Johnson, he gets gold. We're going to bump him up just a little bit. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with training camp moving forward. After year 1, going into year 2, do we just work on the rookies? Do we work on some veterans? Like, I don't know what I want to do. Is there an age cap that we should have on it? I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to give him the look that I like the best on Chad. Gonna go with what I call the Dickerson face mask, the AR helmet, and then that orange mouthpiece. And then Rudy Johnson, he's gonna mess around and clutch it out and get gold as well. So 3 points for him. We're gonna put it all on break tackle. I think that carry is good enough. Him and Chris Perry will be our 2 running backs. You know I love to use 2 running backs. If one, of course, is better than the other by a wide margin, that will be our bell cow moving forward. John Kitna, I could trade him. He's a higher overall than Carson Palmer. They're pretty even with their arm talent. I could trade him, but I know there's no mentorship in Madden 05, but I'm going to act like he could be a good mentor for Palmer, so I'm not going to trade him. We're going to try to stay away from unrealistic trades or anything like that. We're just going to try to play this as straight up as possible. We're going to bump up Carson's accuracy to 91, and we're going to give him the face mask and the helmet that fit him for this time with Cincinnati. And there you go. There you have it. Ratliff, he's a rookie from Florida, and he's actually pretty darn good. Again, Weathersby is a higher overall, but he's going to be out for the whole season with that concussion. So it's going to be James Deltha O'Neal from Cal, and then Florida's Ratliff. And hopefully he can be decent for us. That's all I need. As my 3rd corner, just be decent. Webster, he gets gold. Can he be as good as Napoleon Harris? Time will tell. Time will tell. In this game, your middle linebacker is quite important. There was a great middle linebacker on the cover of this game, so, hey, I think things flow their way. J-Dog Justin Smith, he's a beast. We're going to bump up his strength even more. He was power driving people. We're going to bump it up even more because in this, he's a 4-3 defensive end. When he was with my Niners, he was a 3-4 defensive end. So he's a beast, and he got speed, and we're going to see if all that can come together. First game of the season is the Jets In real life, I believe that's when Chad posed the question, how do you stop 85? Or who can guard me? I think that this was the game. Maybe I'm tripping, but I believe that it was. Then, of course, we got the Ravens. Later on in the year, Patriots, Bills, Giants, and Eagles to finish the season. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the Jets and the Bengals. It is week number 1, season number 1. Can we get Cincinnati that elusive Super Bowl trophy? They've been in real life 3 times, twice versus my Niners. Could have been a third straight time, or not third straight, but you know what I'm saying, versus the Niners. We would have got the job done versus the Rams, but hey, we failed, and so did the Bengals versus the Rams, and the Rams got that Super Bowl. Anyways, man, it's a new day, Cincinnati football. We're going to get the thing going off of the kickoff with Watson. Get a pretty decent kick return up to the 25-yard line. Then Rudy Johnson with a gain of 3 right there. Our formation go back to Rudy Johnson. He's going to get dropped after another decent gain. So 2 4-yard pickups on back-to-back plays. Has a 3rd down and 2, but tight coverage bats that thing away. So we're still looking for our first ever completion with Carson in this dynasty. I do not know how much playing time as we force a fumble. Then the ball comes out of there again. Delta O'Neal recovers it, and we got this thing going back the other way, looking for Chad, and there is our first completion. I do not know his numbers from his rookie season. I know it was a John Kitna show for the most part, but I'm pretty sure he got in there from time to time. At least I want to say he did. I do not know. I do not remember. Up the gut goes Rudy. That's going to result in a gain of around 2. Give it to Johnson again, brought down at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down and goal. Palmer surveys the field. We had X open late, but by the time I saw him, we were being dragged down to the ground, and we got to settle for a field goal. The kick is up, kick is good. And this kicker, Graham, he is no Janikowski. I'm used to booting that thing through when I get the accuracy right, and that's not going to happen this time. We got to get the power right and the accuracy right with this joker. Martin up the middle. He's going to get tattooed by Williams. Pennington, if he stays healthy, he's an absolute flamethrower in this game. Beck, who I believe is a coach in the UFL. I believe he is. That pass going to be caught. No, it's going to be dropped by Santana Moss, the little boss that could. So Peter Warwick, he's going to get his hands on it, but he muffs it, and that's Vilma who's going to take it to the crib. Not 51, but 53, Jonathan Vilma. Okay, learn something new every day. Watson from his own 10-yard line up to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, and brought down just shy of the 30. So Carson going to lead the offense out there. Chris Perry gets his first carry. He's going to go nowhere. Looking for Washington, and that pass does not reach him. So 3rd down and 10. Palmer sets his feet, throws it to TJ Houshmandzadeh, who makes the catch, brought down by a shoelace. And we're going to move the chains on 3rd down. Now we're looking for Peter Warwick, and that's going to be another completion there. So Palmer looking downfield, and Palmer's going to pump fake it, now throw it, and that pass caught by Johnson. And Palmer looking good. 4 for 6, 39 yards. But this man has a cannon, so at some point you're going to have to open it up and throw it deep. Fits it into a tight window. Yes, he fits it into a tight window right there to Stewart. Move those chains. And then right here is a Dawkins dime to Chad Johnson. Beautiful ball right there. And then our man got both feet in bounds, and that's what we want to see moving forward. And then Rudy Johnson into the end zone, touchdown Cincinnati, and we are up by 3. Carter, he breaks a tackle, brought down by Graham. Look at Graham running down there. He's like, I'm not your regular kicker. I want to hit somebody. They're going to run the ball with Curtis Martin, loses a yard there. They're going to run the ball with him again, gets that yard back and a couple more. So 3rd down and 7, they fake the run. They throw it to Santana Moss, and he hauls it in for a Jets 1st down. Pennington under some pressure, but he gets it to McCarron's. How that happened, I don't know. So 10-7 is the score as we head to that 2nd quarter of play. We have the lead, but they have the ball in their Cincy territory. They're going to run the ball with Martin. No, play fake out again, intercepted. Nate Webster crosses midfield up to the 45, brought down by Martin at the Jets' 41-yard line. We're going to run the ball with Johnson. Johnson, he's going to get shut down. 2nd down and 10, play fake. Palmer throws it deep. Chad has a step, and we overthrow him. That should have been and could have been a touchdown. Now Palmer drops off to Rudy Johnson. They just bailed out of there talking about the Jets coverage, and Rudy Johnson going to pick up the 1st down, easy peasy lemon squeezy. We go to the left side, and that's going to result in a gain of 4. 3rd down and 6 from the 26. Palmer's going to tuck it and run it and run that we do straight into the ground. Got to set up for a field goal, and again, we got to get the power right with this, man, or we're going to be missing some kicks. I'm thinking we got to get to the 32-yard line consistently to hit field goals with this guy. Carter gets up to about the, I want to say the 20, 25-yard line. Martin's going to get the carry there, and he's going to get up to close to the 35. And now it's going to be second down and inches after that 9-yard pickup. Going to find Beck right there, and that's going to result in the Jets' first down. Martin up the gut. And Martin finds running room, brought down by Hardy from behind. So the Jets are moving it on this drive, and now they get the fullback involved, and they're going to get all the way to the Cincinnati 35-yard line. So they're in field goal range, but not no more. Hardy with the sack. And it's going to be second down and 15. Pennington under pressure again, and that pass caught by Wayne Corbett, the gloveless one. Not the groveless one, but the gloveless one. They run the ball, Martin. We shut that down as we do so well. But the kick is up, kick is good, and the Jets cut the lead down to 3. So we are going to take over. Watson breaking tackles. Watson's getting some good blocking out there by the Cincinnati special teams. And we get the ball to Chris Perry, and the Michigan man's going to pick up a decent gain there. So third down and 3. Palmer sets his feet, throws it over the middle. That's caught by Washington, and that's going to be a first down. Move those chains. Taking a shot deep, and we had Peter Warwick. He got behind the secondary, but we can't connect the dots there. Perry going to get back to the line of scrimmage. No more. Looking for Chad, who comes through in the clutch yet again. 4 receptions, 55 yards for the Oregon State Beaver. And I think he's right. Who can guard 85? That pass, well defended, and going to be broken up. We're going to go back to the ground game, and this time we go backwards. So third down and long. Palmer surveys the field, going to throw it to Warwick, who gets caught as soon as he makes the catch. I don't believe we're in field goal range, so we're going to be forced to punt it. So the Jets are going to take over from the 12, and Martin gets loose, and that's going to be a first down for him. Gain of 12 for number 28. Pennington to left side. Wayne Corbett gets out of bounds to stop the clock. Good thing they did not throw a flag. That looked like a little bit of unnecessary roughness. Moss hauls that one in. 3-man rush. No, we're going to send a blitz with 3 down linemen, but we send a blitz behind it, and we're not going to get to Pennington. He throws a strike to Santana yet again. They throw it up. Caught by Santana Moss. He beats Delta O'Neal. So they got to set up for a field goal. Kick is up. Kick is good. And it is now 13-13 as we head to the second half of play. So a pretty even game as far as the total yards are concerned, the number of turnovers, and of course the score on the scoreboard. So Carter has all kinds of speed, and Tim Carter works all the way up to the 49-yard line. They come out with 11 personnel on the field, and Martin just cruises for the first down right there. They're going to give the ball to Martin again, Mr. Steady Eddie, because he's just a consistent running back. You kind of knew exactly what you were going to get from Curtis Martin. It might not be fabulous or fantastic, but it was pretty darn good. Play fake, and that pass is caught by Santana. And I mean, Curtis Martin is in the Hall of Fame for a reason. First down and 10. Pennington throws it to the left side, caught by McCarrons. And now it's going to be second down and 4. Pennington throws it. That pass caught, and they get inside the 5. So first and goal. Martin up the gut. Takes 2 to bring him down, but bring him down we do. Second down and goal. Now they run the ball again with Martin. He dives for the goal line, but doesn't quite get it. He is no LT or Priest Holmes or whoever else. Walter Payton. That's a good one. But they're going to find Beck in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. And now they have the lead. Yet again, for the second time this game, the Jets have taken over first place on the scoreboard. Palmer has it, going to drop it off to Johnson, who breaks the tackle. Then he gets tattooed coming across the middle. Second down and 5. We're going to drop back. The Jets drop back into a zone. We're going to drop it off to Rudy Johnson. So the Johnson bros coming through when we need them too. Then Rudy up that gut finds running room, and that's going to be a gain of around 9. We're going to give it to Perry here. Breaks a tackle. He's going to find enough room to operate to pick up 6 and move those chains. Play fake. Palmer throws it. That pass caught by Kelly, and this passing attack and this offense as a whole is just looking like a well-oiled machine right now. I do not know what to expect, but what I'm getting is awfully good. So we're going to audible out of that run play as they stack the box. So now we're going to look downfield for Washington. I mean, he was open. He was open. But we can't connect the dots. So third down, we're going to find Warwick. They left him open. And that's going to result in a first down for the Cincinnati Bengals. Can we cap this one off with a touchdown? Palmer Slides right, still looking, gonna drop it off to Kelly. He hauls it in, turns it upfield, and turns a little completion into a first down. Second down and goal. Rudy Johnson stopped at the 2. So now it's third and goal. Looking for Chad. He hauls it in, and that's his first touchdown of the game and obviously of the season. Tim Carter going to get stopped in his tracks. They fired to the left side, though, and that pass going to be caught. And that's going to take us to the fourth quarter, all tied up at 20 apiece. So first down and 10. Martin up the gut, brought down by Hardy. Gain of 5 for the Pitt Panther. They give it to him again, and he's going to pick up yet another first down there. I formation. Martin to the right side, has blocking, and he's loose. Curtis Martin breaks a tackle. Finally knocked out of bounds, but after he does major damage on the ground. First down and 10. Pennington under pressure, and Williams gets in there for the sack. That's our second sack today. We got some more pressure there, but stepping up in the pocket is Pennington. He throws a strike to Tim Carter, who gets both feet unbounded and look out. Curtis Martin just got hit pretty hard by Mr. Hardy. To the left side goes Martin. He breaks a tackle, gets brought down from behind by Simmons, but that's going to be a first down. That pass is dropped, and now they're looking at second down and goal. They're going to run the ball, and Powell is there to bring down Lamont Jordan. Third and goal. They fake it to Martin. They throw it, and that pass is nearly intercepted by James. So the Jets will settle for a field goal. They go up by 3. But we have a chance to drive down the field and kick a field goal to tie to score a touchdown to win it as we work our way up to the 26-yard line. But what can this Jets defense do? We're going to run the ball with Perry, and Perry gets brought down fairly easily. Second down and 8 now. Palmer looking downfield, going to throw that one and overthrows Chad Johnson. So third down and 8 now. Dropping it off to Hushmanzada. Again, he's like the worst receiver on the roster as far as his overall, but he comes through in the clutch there. Johnson going to pick up a good game. They're looking for Kelly. It's going to be intercepted by Abraham. He was underneath the corner route. They had a man over the top, and we threw it too flat, and that's going to be picked. And now we got to hold this team to a field goal, or this thing might be over. So they run the ball a couple of times, sets up third down and 6. Going to run the ball a third straight time. Good blocking, but Martin gets brought down by Kim Herron. They got to set up for a field goal. Kick us up, and it will go over the crossbar, and so they are up by 6 now. So a touchdown will still win it for us, and that's going to be the goal here. 2:28 on the clock. Palmer has it. Palmer under pressure, rolls right, loses the ball, picked up by Ferguson for a scoop and score, and on top of that, Carson Palmer appears to be shaken up. So what a turn of events. And went from being down by just 3 to being down by 12. We stop him on a 2-point conversion. So we need a touchdown, and then we need the ball back to score another touchdown to try to win this thing, and we got to do it with our backup quarterback, but Carson Palmer might come back in, but right now it's a John Kitna show. Kitna to the left side has Rudy Johnson. He's going to make a little play into a decent play of a gain of 6. Second down and 4. Kitna looking for Hushmanzada again. His third catch of the afternoon. Steps out of bounds in Jets territory, and now it's catch number 65 for his career. Kitna heaves it deep, has Warwick. Perfect pass. It was tight coverage, but there's no defense for a perfect pass. Touchdown Bengals. We have all 3 timeouts, so what do? And I decide to go for the onside kick. The Jets were not expecting it. If they get the ball, don't get any first downs, they're going to be in field goal range most likely. We will be down by 8, but I feel like the risk is worth the reward. So let's try this. Graham going to send it. It takes a good jump, a good hop, and Ratliff, I believe, recovered it. So 32-27, Kitna still the quarterback in the fine Chad, who takes a huge hit over the middle, but it will be a gain of 6. The clock is moving. Kitna slides right, still rolling right, going to have Rudy Johnson. No, excuse me, that's Jeremy Johnson, and that's going to result in a first down. Now Palmer to the left side. That pass caught by Warwick, and Warwick has a first down. So we're moving the ball perfectly, and now Palmer's seen enough. He's like, let me get back up in it before Kitna takes my job. He throws it, and that pass not the most accurate, as it leaves Washington out of bounds. Then we get sacked. So third down and long with 58 seconds on the clock. Palmer has it. Clean pocket. Throws a strike to Chad Johnson, and that's going to be a first down. 33 seconds to work with. Now 30 seconds to work with. We still have our timeouts. That pass going to be caught by Warwick. Warwick has come through in the clutch, and both quarterbacks have come through in the clutch. So just when you thought we were down by a field goal, we're down by 2 scores as John Abraham gets a pick on a 2-point try. So it's going to be 33-32, but who saw us taking the lead after being down by 2 scores with less than 2 minutes in the ball game? Pennington throws it to the left side. That pass is caught. We're able to bring him down fairly quickly. So 3rd down and 15 seconds on the clock. Caught by McCarron. Breaks a tackle. Chopped down shy of the 1st down. The Jets have 1 timeout left. 4th down and 1. 10 seconds on the clock. And it's caught by McCarron. Brought down at the 36. So they call a timeout with 4 seconds on the clock. This 54-yarder. It's on its way. And it's sailing left. And it's no good. And the Bengals come back and overcome some very, very difficult odds, to say the least. That was absolutely phenomenal. John Kitna came in and lit the world on fire. 5 for 5, 79 yards plus a touchdown. There's no quarterback controversy, though. Carson Palmer is our guy, but it's nice to know that John Kitna can come in relief and get the job done. So I wonder how injury-prone Carson Palmer is. I can't say. I don't want to say he missed any time with USC, because again, this is his 2nd year in the league when this game came out. So I don't think he should be too injury prone, but I just don't know. But that might be something that we need to consider moving forward, whether we want to keep a John Kitna. Obviously, I'm going to let everybody walk in free agency if they have no more years on their contract, but then we're going to try to re-sign the guys that we really want. And maybe we got to keep a decent quarterback on the roster, maybe the majority of this. Anyways, players of the week, you got Jamal Lewis with 185 yards, 2 touchdowns. Then you got Foley for the AFC. Morgan is the NFC, and he was the NFL player of the week for the defense. And then joining him for the NFC, you're going to have Deuce McAllister, who put up 145 yards, 2 touchdown receptions as well. Next week, we got the Miami Dolphins, and it's hard to stop Curtis Martin, but we did a decent job today. It might be even harder to try to stop Ricky Williams next week. But that's going to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I do hope that the rest of your day is the best of your day. Peace, love. Hot sauce.